Yes. We have a quorum.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Fit.
Wow. Let's get going.
For the year.
All right.
Call to order.
Beckwith,
Here.
Cheng,
Here.
Farkapisi,
Here.
Kotsinis,
Here.
Lemon, absent, Linsdau,
Here.
Sutton.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Pledge.
Okay.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Warren Newport Public Library District provides the community with access to information, kindles the imagination of children and adults, and supports lifelong learning. Anyone want to speak in public comment? Correspondence?
No.
Okay, no correspondence. Everyone have a moment to read the exec session minutes? Okay, anyone want to remove anything from the consent agenda?
I have not seen the exec session minutes yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
They-
I thought you gave them back to me.
No, I gave
Maybe
Joe's back to you.
Oh, well, that's crazy, Joe. I probably picked him up right here, thinking you passed him over. Sorry about that.
take a minute, it's short.
Thank you. Here's a-
Okay.
I'm glad you're on it.
So can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented?
I move we approve the consent agenda as presented.
I second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain. Okay, President's Report, page 19. Questions, comments, concerns? Anyone else have a report? Nobody? Okay. Ryan's report, page 21.
Just so I want to add a couple things to what's in here. Just kind of some quick updates on the landscaping. It appears that the irrigation work is going to start imminently. And we should have everything done and installed by the end of the month. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to look glorious because things have to grow and everything like that, but essentially it'll be in place. So that's great news.
Awesome.
It looks like the parking lot project is going to happen one of these 4 dates. Thursday, July 18th, Friday, July 19th, Thursday, July 25th, or Friday, July 26th. So we looked at our calendar. They've been really great to work with the village and the contractor doing all the work. And they were very flexible with us and really more than accommodating, more than we thought they would be in terms of just give us some dates you think will be least disruptive. And these are the dates. Fridays are best. So we're avoiding any of the major programs. We have a couple of smaller programs those days, but it will not. This part of the parking lot, the west part of the parking lot will still be accessible, and the library will still be open. Of course, people can still have access to the building, so that won't be an issue. And then the flex for the general contractor, that is officially out for bid. We're soliciting bids, and should be good to go for the July board meeting, so the board can act on that and select a general contractor. And we have 200,000 minutes. We've got a goal of 1,000 minutes for summer reading. We already have 200,000.
A million.
Oh, what did I say?
200,000.
Oh, I guess I was wishful thinking. Right? No, I want a million, but
1,000
just
per person, right?
Yeah,
You were
yeah.
thinking double.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so 1 million minutes is our goal, and we are 20% there. So thanks for your help. And if you haven't logged your minutes, you can go in and log them all at once. If you think, oh my goodness, I've been reading since June 1st and I haven't logged anything, you can just go in there and log them in one big block. So it won't take you a lot of time. You have to go back and put all the details. So rest assured, if you haven't put them in. We need them.
Okay, but, okay.
If you haven't registered, you can still register and
No,
go back.
I registered, but the
Okay.
thing is, when I went to try and put it in, I had difficulty,
Okay.
so.
So I would recommend going to the reference desk. The adult services staff can help, and they have paper forms which we can fill out too, and they'll help you get them in. So
Okay.
So we can just do paper and they'll track it.
There's a paper log, yes.
Done.
Well, I'm here once a week anyway.
Seriously, I can give them a paper log and they can.
Yeah,
help
they
me?
have paper logbooks.
Good.
Hallelujah.
As I asked this
Thank
before,
God.
if,
Because, anything on the computer is like Greek to me.
I
so-
got 12 hours, no, and another hour and a half today, no. I got another 2.5 hours today.
all right,
So I got
perfect.
13 and a half hours for you. Right there.
Excellent.
How many minutes is that?
Very good.
Board packet count?
All right, so I have a question,
Yes.
I do too.
because I'll always ask when we have one of these on here. A minor with a permanent suspension,
Oh, I had it.
how?
Oh, this is unfortunately someone that is keeps coming to the library and
Right.
causing trouble, fighting and trespassing after they do that after they're suspended. So that's what that means.
Okay.
It's just someone that unfortunately is just here to cause trouble. And once again, with the policy the way it is, if they were to come and object, but this is a serious issue we have with this patron. So
As is a live squirrel, if you don't.
That was
Yeah, I
my
was gonna ask about
question.
that one too.
That was the question I had. Oh, who
Was this a
was bringing
pet
a live
or
squirrel
just-
in?
no, it was a
Therapy squirrel?
it was a real squirrel that was discovered outside of our on library grounds. I guess I don't know where she found the squirrel, but
And they brought the squirrel in?
brought the squirrel in, and the security team asked her to leave, and she left, but then she came back again and
With the squirrel.
with the squirrel. Yeah, true
I'm
story.
just trying to
You don't-
imagine how she brought
we don't
it
make
to the
these- we don't make
library
these things
without
up.
worrying about getting bitten or.
Really? You're just putting stuff in to see if we read it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I put big star by this one.
I
I'm
wish.
checking in.
No,
Oh
this
my
is real.
goodness.
I have a question back to the, so let's say we have a minor who acts up, gets permanently banned from the library. 10 years down the line, they've grown up, they've matured, they can come back and say, hey, can I be allowed back in? And we'll give them.
Yeah,
So
well-
permanent doesn't necessarily mean for life.
Right,
They can be reinstated.
right,
Okay.
right.
That's not
And
really-
is that typical that the patron would initiate it or their parent?
I'm not sure. I mean, I do worry with this situation that this. I mean, without getting into what I know, it's if someone that's getting this much trouble, they've got some bigger issues. I hope that
Right,
they'll
right.
be able to come back in 10
Yeah.
years and
Mhm.
realize
Yeah.
that they made mistakes. So-
Mine was more of a general question, not the specific.
Right. Yeah, absolutely, sure. We would certainly.
If anybody would be around to remember them.
Right.
Or recognize them as an adult.
It's definitely
Well, I
about.
guess their card would be banned, their name.
Yeah, it's definitely a balancing act because the staff is very cognizant of the fact that we're dealing with patrons. Some of them may suffer from mental health issues or have other other factors going on in their life that may cause them to violate library policy. And staff will be patient to a degree, but when someone comes in there fighting, it's you can only be so patient when someone's blatantly violating library policy.
Well, it's a sixth offense. It's not like it was a first offense.
Right.
And I assume with that type of incident, we also have Gurney PD involved?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else on Ryan's report? Questions? Okay. Resolution is on page 33. Someone want to make a motion for this? I'll move that resolution 2018-2019-5 to accept the resignation of Phyllis Lemon and declare a library trustee vacancy be approved as presented. Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Second.
Okay,
Bonnie?
George
Bonnie
is
went
first.
first.
Okay, Bonnie, okay.
Bonnie, okay.
So,
Discussion?
yeah, what happened? I mean, what did she say
Yeah,
happened?
she just called me and she said that she had had the realization that this was not the right time in her life for her to do it.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Maybe we should have a roll call for this.
Farkapisi?
Reluctantly, yes, right?
Yes, to approve the
To approve
resolution.
it,
Sutton,
Yes.
Kotsinis,
Aye.
Linsdau,
Yes.
Cheng,
Yes.
Beckwith.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Okay, financials. 35. Andrea?
I looked them over, toward the end of the year, no big changes. Every variance that's there, we've been discussing all year long, so. I do like to keep an eye on, like, people, not under the current administration, but when I first started, it was the finance committee, we were approaching the end of the year, and administration at that time said, I'll send out an email to people in departments to tell them to hurry up and spend their budgets. I said, I cannot believe this is happening in real life, so I do keep an eye out for that, to see that people don't, like, oh my gosh, if I don't spend my budget this year, I'm not gonna make it next year. But every year we do zero budgeting, so that's really not gonna help anybody one way or the other. So I haven't really seen it happening since I had a heart attack that year. Well, you hear about these things on television, you don't know that they happen in real life.
They do happen in real life, yes.
Yeah, they do.
Not at this library, they don't. But, no other questions than that, but just our regular wrapping up the year.
I just had a question about the dispute with the snow removal.
Yeah.
Could you explain a little bit of what happened and what's going on there?
Yeah, basically, I guess I would say maybe the term is circumstantial evidence. So when we review, we've had difficulty with snow removal all season long. We haven't received the service that was in our contract. We were supposed to be a zero tolerance site, and we didn't get that all year. So one of the other issues in there, a big issue was
I'm sorry to interrupt. That means, right, that we are prioritized at a higher rate.
Absolutely,
Zero
right,
tolerance. Okay,
right.
That's what I
So there were
thought.
times this year, you might have seen it, where our, the village lot, the school lot on a Saturday when they weren't even open, the police department, their lots were fine, we still had snow in our lots. So it's been a real frustrating year for all of us, particularly for Kevin and myself, dealing with this company. And one of the things that when we obviously look at these invoices closely, and the amount of salt they claim they used on certain days just doesn't measure up with the footage we have in the security cameras, with, like Kevin looking in the bins and seeing there were 2 salt bags there, and they're charging us for multiple salt bags. I'm talking about snow removal and the frustrations we've had. So we're, Kevin and I met with our sales rep, was it end of last week? Was it last Thursday maybe? I think it was last Thursday morning. Was it this Monday? Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. This Monday morning. And she was going back to.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
Okay.
I'm thinking later in the week. It's my fault.
Okay. No, that's okay. And she was going to go back to the corporate office and relay her concerns. And she agreed with us that, we have a legitimate issue here. So but she can only do so much, and it's up to corporate. So we're still in the process of negotiating.
Okay.
So, but I did tell her, and Kevin can back me up at this. I said, listen. We have a responsibility to the taxpayers. My board is not going to authorize paying when we know that this is not, we should legitimately pay. It's not, no, we know we owe them some money for salt removal. We're not saying that, but we feel the charges are excessive, that we didn't receive the service or the materials, in this case, the salt that they have billed us. So
Okay.
that's the update. So we're working on it.
Okay. Do you want to make a motion, Andrea?
I move to accept the May financial statements as presented.
I'll second that. Further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain. Okay. Personnel 303 is page 100. Wow. You want to talk about it?
Sure. So the board asked for a couple of different pieces of information for the meeting this evening. One of them was how our vacation benefits compare to both libraries that are similar. In this case, we've got similar budgets, and then on the other side, you have libraries in close proximity where we have the information. So if you take a quick look at this, Noreen and I, and my thanks to Noreen for pulling this information together, we feel that our policy is comparable to both libraries with the ballpark same budget as ours, and then our neighbors. Also, there was a question about the number of people that are grandfathered into that previous vacation policy. So I went through and looked. It's, right now the number stands at 14. A lot of those individuals I noticed are, could retire soon if they chose to retire. So that number will continue to dwindle each year, probably at a pretty rapid pace, I would, if I had to, guesstimate. So, so that's where it stands. So, my recommendation would be to pass the policy as it's presented. I don't think it makes a lot of sense to add the 16 years and more to the people hired after April 1st, 2011, for a couple of different reasons. Number one, it seems like we're in line with our neighbors. And number two, as I think it was George that pointed out at the last meeting, wouldn't impact anyone until, 2027 anyway. So this is a conversation the board could have in the future if the board felt that those tables needed to match. But I don't think they need to based on the data that we have. So I don't know.
Okay. It looks like we're actually already at the high end.
Professionals was 15 years, 22 is average.
And we're at 25. There's one library at 30, two at 25, and 6 at 20. So we're at the high end.
Yeah. Any other discussion about this? I did notice that I forgot to correct the date, and I will do that in finalizing. It shouldn't be the committee of the whole date, it should be today. So I'll fix that. Okay. Any other discussion? I move that personnel policy 303 vacation benefits be approved as amended.
I will second it.
Further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain. Okay. Wage scale. Let's see, that is page 103. This is on here because it's budget related. But it's the same thing we saw at committee of the whole, no changes.
Correct.
Can I have a motion to approve this as presented?
So moved.
I'll second.
Discussion? Let's have a roll call, please.
Katsinis,
Aye.
Sutton,
Aye.
Linsdau,
Aye.
Farkapisi,
Aye.
Cheng, Beckwith,
Aye.
ayes have it.
Okay, budget 105.
Yeah, the only change here, the only change period is what I'm trying to say is that this budget that's in your packet is $31,000 less than what you looked at the committee of the whole. I think we found just were able to cut a couple things. I think we found like one discrepancy or something that was double counted. So that's good. So we're still. Hopefully you read the summary, and really the budget narrative is the formal presentation of the budget because it really breaks it down, the income, and it defines what the income is. It's mainly local property taxes, as you know, but it does talk about those other pockets of income as well. And then it breaks down the expenditures, and it gives a summary. So really, other than the big, using money on the expendable trust, some of that money we really are obligated to spend as the wishes of Hill and Murrow, which we're going to spend on the vaults and then on the flex space. And then the parking lot project, it's, if it wasn't for those things, we'd be balanced. Mm-hmm. So I feel good about where the budget is. Once again, looking at the capital plan, we're going to slowly eat away at accumulated funds, but I think we look better than we did a couple of years ago in terms of where we're going to be at 2029, 2030 when we have our debt paid off. And there's more news on that in a little bit. I'll talk about it now, and I should have mentioned it in the executive director's report. We got an update, and the market conditions are even more favorable than they were a couple of weeks ago. Quote, "It hardly seems possible, but the refunding has strengthened further over the past month, with savings increasing by another $52,000. $5,000 annually. The improvement is due to the market pricing at a rate cut later this year." So one of the things I want to do at the July regular board meeting is have the board decide on, taking action, hopefully on refinancing that debt. So that's favorable as well. So
On that note, if we were to refinance, this Build America, the Build America bond subsidy would go away. Would that happen in this year or next year?
I don't know, but I'll find out. That's a good
Okay.
question.
Any other comments, questions about the working budget? Who would like to make a motion?
I move to accept the working budget as presented.
I will second.
Further discussion? Let's have a roll call.
Farkapisi,
Aye.
Kotsinis,
Aye.
Sutton,
Right.
Cheng,
Aye.
Linsdau,
Aye.
Beckwith,
Aye.
ayes have it.
Okay, ordinance for the meeting schedule, 123. This is what we discussed at committee of the whole.
Yeah, it's exactly the same, nothing's changed.
Move to approve ordinance 2018-2019-7, annual meeting schedule for FY 2019-2020 as presented.
I'll second that.
Discussion? Let's see, let's have a roll call for this one too.
Kotsinis,
Aye.
Farkapisi,
Aye.
Cheng, Sutton,
Aye.
Linsdau,
Aye.
Beckwith,
Aye.
ayes have it.
All right, let's see, this last one is, I've lost my place.
Staff development.
Is the closure for the staff development day,
Mhm.
which we also talked about at committee of the whole. Can I have a motion for that, please?
I move that the library should be closed on Friday, September 13th for Staff Development Day 2019.
I'll second that. Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Before we,
Oh,
just to clarify, the library will be closed on Friday
The 13th, I know.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes,
And we're taking
I was
appropriate
announced.
anti-hexing measures.
we better. We do have a ghost that lives in this library.
Okay,
you know.
Just double checking, no bobcats. Okay.
all right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstain. Okay. All right, anything else for the agenda? July, so we're not having July committee of the whole, so we're, and then, right, yeah.
Because that's
Yeah,
the July
that's correct.
2nd day,
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
and any items for regular July meeting?
Talk about the, which I mentioned, like the debt.
I have that,
thing.
mhm.
Okay, yeah.
Audit of exec session
Right,
minutes?
we should put that on there.
Yeah, anything else? Okay, if you think of something, let us know. Okay, I move that the board enter into executive session along with Executive Director Livergood to consider the selection of a person to fill the vacancy in the office of library trustee.
I'll second.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstain. It is 7:24.
Door
Back in
control.
session.
All right, it is 7:54, and we are back in session. Anyone want to speak in public forum? Okay, we got any announcements, anyone, besides these on here? I have to get that ILA conference on my calendar.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
When is that show again? When are you doing it?
It says it's in October 22nd to the 24th.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
presenting on the 24th.
Yeah, we
Okay.
need to also reach out to those other libraries and have a meeting
I know.
about that, because it's gonna be here before we know it.
And the early bird could be fine for the registration, so we paid less money.
Oh, yeah, we should do
It's
that.
on September, the
Oh, we should just, yeah, get
early
it done.
bird registration.
I think I thought I did that. Oh, no, that was the thing they wanted us to fill out.
You're the speaker by now, probably.
Right,
Yeah, no, this is,
okay.
this is for, we still have to pay for the conference, obviously, so
Okay,
we just
yeah.
need to do it before we know we're going, so do it early and we save money.
Okay, you'll show me that when we're done, okay?
Yep.
All right.
And where is it again? Where is it being held?
It's in Tinley Park.
Tinley Park, okay.
Okay, anything else? Who would like to move to adjourn?
I move we adjourn.
I'll second that. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain. Okay, 56.